what's up? Notice how I didn't, do my, my infamous sign-in, because it's gonna be a different type of video. Basically, and I didn't even think I was gonna do a video like this, because I was like, yeah, I make fun of people that make videos like this, but, I mean, I had to do it one time for the fun time. Basically, I'm going to be doing a 2024 challenge, like a 2024 time capsule. That's what this is. Basically, I'm going to be asking myself in the future. So, currently today is July 17th, 2019, and I'm currently 14 years old. Yeah, I'm sorry for the the noise in the background. That's a little fan. I'm currently at my aunt's house, but yeah, I just have a couple of questions. Well, not a couple, but I just have questions for me in the future. First things first. Are you acting yet? Are you like in movies and like TV shows or whatever? And if so, which ones? And are you directing yet? Sorry. Uh, did you ever get this fixed? Like, did you ever like get that closed and like get like all the spacing closed? If so, please, by all means, just cheese it. Yes, smile so much. Yeah. Do, does this joke ever stop? Does that ever stop? Like the forehead jokes, do they ever stop? So, um, are you still cool, Chris? And Julian, are y'all still like brothers? You, Chris, Julian, Hezekiah. Um, yeah. Um, if by and you'll know what this time really like was as an era for you and your emotional growth. But if I take a dive, or if we took a dive after this, does it get better? Did we get better from from a range of sixth grade to where you are now? Was it all worth it? Would you ever like trade it in for anything? And if you do, get to the place where, you know, where we want to be at this point in time, if it costs anything, was it worth it? And if so, what did it cost? Dang, that's deep. um, do you and Maya end up, like actually like being a thing? And when I say Maya, she knows who she is. But do y'all like ever like become a thing? She literally just texted me right now saying, "Hey." But yeah, yeah. Did you decide to like keep your hair like this, or did you cut your hair? If so, why? Why would you ever? We have a nugget. I mean, hey, maybe our head wasn't fully grown, but anyway, I actually like this hair color. For me, it's it's not light enough. You can't really see it unless you're like in the light. But yeah, do you ever get your year-round summer body? I mean, I'm about to like start working on it like now, but yeah. Do you? And if so, how many packs you got? A lot. But yeah, do you ever get over Coley? I mean, I thought I was over it, but I mean, not really. You know, I don't think I'll ever be over Coley. You know, that's like a large part of our life. He was with us for 14 years. Even longer, because you ended up replacing him. And he hated you till the day that he died. He hated us till the day that he died. But did you ever get over that dog? I mean, I don't know, you're probably getting emotional, you simp. But, you know, shoot, I'd be emotional too. Are you and Ace still brothers forever? Not just, you know, by blood, but, you know, do y'all ever, you know, get that whole tension thing switched out? You know, like y'all ever get it figured out? Are you happy? Are you happy? Because I mean, I really want us to be, you know, happy. You know, and this isn't just, you know, as Ronnie talking to older Ronnie. No, this is Aaron talking to Aaron. Aaron. Do you regret ever, like, meeting certain people? Do you ever, like, regret doing, well, not doing certain things, because everybody has regrets, but, like, do you ever regret certain decisions that you made? I mean, I regret decisions that I made now, so, like, yeah. And if you had any advice for me, what would you tell me? And you better not sing, what's it called? You better not sing Violent Crimes by Kanye West. I will dog you out. But just in case you did sing Kanye West, boy, I'm about to get your don't you grow up in a hurry. You better, your mama be worried looking, so boy, I'm on your stuff, boy. No, boy, I'm coming for you, like, big forehead, like, no, boy, I'm on your... Nah. But yeah, do you still like Kanye? Do you ever meet Kanye? Did you like meet any like celebrities or people that you would consider celebrities? Have you met Marcy Martin? I bet you've met Marcy Martin. You probably met Marcy Martin. Do you play Miles Morales? Do you play Miles Morales? Like, sheesh. Is Blueface a one-hit wonder? I feel like he's a one-hit wonder already. But if he's not, cool. Is Lil Nas X like eternal? Like the new age Freddie Mercury? I feel like it is. Does our music ever get, you know, at least some type of, you know, clout? I'm just wondering, because, you know, as you may know, as I've explained to a lot of people, when we make music, it's not to get famous or or anything, or make a whole bunch of money. It's just to show someone else around the world that's just like us, that there's someone else like them that's going through the same stuff that they are, and they feel the same and they think the same, so that people feel less alone in the world. Do you feel alone? Like, do you like hurt? Do you like hurt? Do you feel alone still? Do you still feel like an alien? Somewhat, at least. Cause I mean, I don't really feel like an alien anymore. But does that ever come back? And please, if you get a time machine, if you do get a time machine, please visit me, guide me. Sheesh. I'm trying to think of what to say. Do you end up, living in Maryland or living in, like, Los Angeles? Or do you have two houses? Well, probably not by the time that, like, you're 19, but, like, is that still, like, on the table? Oh, for your birthday, did you do the little birthday thingy? Did you do the little birthday, birthday trip to Virginia Beach, for your 18th? I'm curious. Wait. Do you, Sydney, Kaya, Elijah, and Lindsay still stay cool? Cause I don't want to lose that friendship. I don't want to lose their friendship. Is Elijah still your bro? I bet he's probably still your bro. Especially if, like, both of y'all end up going to the UCLA and y'all end up being roommates. That would be sick. That would be sick. If you and Elijah ended up being roommates, that would be so cool. After Julian moves, do y'all stay cool? Like after he goes to Jordan for like a year or two, y'all still cool? Well, you probably already like answered that, but yeah. Oh, and yeah, that was probably my last question, but I have another question. Well, no, not a question. I have advice. Stay true to you. Don't be anyone else. Don't worry about what anyone else has to say. Ever. Don't worry about what anyone else has to say unless it's constructive criticism. Unless it's constructive, tune it out. You can't afford to think about how other people feel about your actions, or at least not everybody. You can't care about everybody. Only let the important ones affect you, whether it's positive or negative. Be like, know what? I know, okay, so this, that, and the third, that doesn't work. That gets people upset. Well, depending on what you're trying to do, but be like, assess and be like, okay, I'm gonna keep that, and then I'm gonna keep that. Don't ever, like, fold. Don't fold under the comments. Because if you think about it, you can't keep reading the comments. Like Jamie Foxx said, if you read every comment and let that get to your head, you'd never tell another joke. You'd never do another show. You'd never do anything. You gotta believe in yourself, dude. You gotta love yourself enough to let yourself, see the criticism, the constructive criticism, take that constructive criticism, run with it, and run with whatever advice you're given. Assess it, and then apply it to whatever you're doing. Because I stand. If we are unsuccessful, it's either I know that it's either coming soon, maybe even after you post this video of you reacting to it or whatever, but it's coming, just to let you know. It's coming. And you're hearing this from, your 14-year-old self. And if I know this now, what gets you so bothered that you're not sure of it where you are now? I'm not saying, that you're gonna, go through all that, but I'm saying if you ever let, anything, get you that upset to where you're, trying to go back to the drawing board or whatever, and, you don't know how to deal with people's criticism, just know you basically just heard it from your 14-year-old self. Think about that. And unless you're an IQ Benjamin Button, you need to know your stuff. You need to be on your stuff, because you can't care about these other people. You can't. You cannot care. You can't care about, whether people think that you're ugly or whether people think that you're cute. A lot of people are gonna have different opinions. People have different eyes for a reason. No one has my same eye. That's why they have eye scans. No one has the same not eye print. Wow. No one has the same fingerprint as you. All right. No one has the same no one has the exact same eyes and retina scan as you. No one's gonna have the same retina scan and fingerprints as you. So you're you. That's what makes you you. Your views on life, you. Ronnie Universe. It's you and me. It's us. We're the same person. Why is it called Ronnie Universe? Why is your Instagram called Ronnie Universe? Please let it still be Ronnie Universe by the time you do this. But yeah, why is it still Ronnie Universe? Because it's the way that we see the universe. It's not necessarily being self-centered and being like, oh, it's our universe. Oh, everything revolves around us. It's saying this is my view on the world. I respect yours, but you should hear mine out. I'll hear yours out, and you should also hear out mine. That's what that's about. Ronnie is more than a name. It's a symbol. It's a shelter for all them kids who were called weird, and just because they weren't like everyone else, just because they weren't, just because they were a champ or they were in their own bag and no one else really knew what they were doing. Know that you started Ronnie. Well, no. PJ started the name. You gave it meaning. I gave it meaning. We gave it meaning. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. This wasn't necessarily for you guys, but I think you guys should listen to what I was saying as far as my advice to my future self, because I wouldn't tell, because I know that there are some people that also, kind of feel the same way. They're not really accepted. They feel like, oh, they're a weirdo. Oh, they're the odd kid. Y'all feel as if, you're weird. Or that you're like an alien. Take heed to what I said, Take heed, because I wouldn't tell y'all anything that I wouldn't do. I wouldn't tell you anything that I wouldn't tell my son, anything that I wouldn't tell, my daughter, anything that I wouldn't tell my future self, anything that I wouldn't tell anybody. anybody that's going through that felt like that, they feel odd or left out because they're viewed as weird because, they're into what they're into and that they believe what they believe in. We are the odd kids because that's just our name for their sake. But we're the Ronnie gang. Because it's like Ronnie's like a grouping almost. Like a revolution. And you can't be like everybody else. That's why there's you. That's why there's you. Yeah, no one else can dictate to you what your purpose is, what your life is, who you are as a person. And as my mother has been saying for 20 years, well, 20 years right now, probably 25 when this video is resurfaced. But so yeah, for a good 25 years so far, that woman has been saying, no one else can love you until you love yourself. And if you love yourself enough to admit, okay, according to them, I'm weird and I'm out of the ordinary. But think about this, and I'll leave y'all with that. Why be ordinary? Why be normal? Especially since there is no such thing as normal or regular or standard. Why be regular? Why be normal? Why be average?